Okay, still working on this headliner for the 1988 Ford Bronco. You can see we've gotten off all the old glue and foam. We're just down to the original membrane. We're going to lay the headliner on and start gluing it. Here's the new material. Just fold it out. So once you get it on there, you like it, it's centered enough. It's got to go all the way out, cover everything. Then what you do is you flap it back halfway. And you're ready to glue this half. I'm using the 3M Super multi-purpose adhesive. Stuff works great. So you can see on the board where it has a curve indentation. I like to load those areas up with a little more glue than the rest of the places on here, because it's just going to need it as you work the material into that indentation. You need a little extra glue. You don't want it to come out separate in that spot right there. Keep shaking the can as you go. Really load it up on the edges too. You don't have to be afraid that you put too much glue. Just put it even, but you should be afraid if you didn't put enough. Got a nice even coverage on the board. Go ahead and spray a coat on your new material as well. Just a nice even coat so both sides have glue on them. It's hard to do the next part while holding the camera, but basically I'm going to go in under here, flop it over nice and smooth. Make sure your hands are clean because you're touching your new headliner. And you want to especially make sure you've pushed it down tight into the folds or crevices here. Just put it down firm and it makes a nice grip right away because you've glued both sides. I'll show you when it's done. Alright, you could see, push this side down. It's really sucked into the indentations. I just worked it in by hand. You know, as I was underneath the roll, pushing it this way, just smoothing it out. And you can see the side we haven't done, it's not pushed down in there, but this side that's done, you can clearly see where it's been sucked into the foam board. All right, now to do the other side. We'll just flop it back now. It pulls right back to our glue line. and we're ready to spray. All right, we got the glue on this side. Put a layer on here. Try to show you guys a little bit. Just put your hand inside. Start to fold it over. Nice and slow. Want to work it into that indentation as we go. You see right here where the indentation is, just work it in with your hand. And that one that's right there. There it is. Okay, the headliner's fully glued on. Went around, pressed it all again. Now you could see you have your overhang. So we're going to go around with our scissors. You could use a straight blade if you want to. Just cut it right at the edge of the board. And then it'll be ready for installation. Headliner's done. Edges are trimmed. We just need to cut out the hole for the headlamp right here, and we can install it in the Bronco. Made the hole there. You can see what it looks like on the back side. Pull it through and glue it down. Now it's ready to go in the truck. Okay, now we're going to get ready to install the headliner. There's basically a few trim pieces that hold it up. Usually your front one screws up right here above the rearview mirror. And then your side plastic trim pieces. This one goes on the passenger side, right on this A-pillar. We got this one here. And then basically the main other thing that holds it up is your dome light. So we get all these pieces ready. That way we're not scrambling. Once we get the headliner board up in here above our head and we're holding it up, you have everything set to go, all your screws ready to go and everything. And of course, screwdriver. Okay, here we go. This is another trick that I learned from an old school upholsterer. You get some pieces of foam that you can hold in your hand when you're lifting the headliner up. That way your fingers don't leave indentations on the brand new foam on the headliner. All right, bit of a struggle, but I got it up there. I started with the driver's side plastic piece. Then I got the screws started on the headlamp. Then I came around here to the passenger side, pushed it up with the foam. And you hold it up, put in this trim. 3 screws hold it on. Headliner's in, got to do the front trim and those final side pieces where the seat belt goes. And it's official. The 88 Bronco is a brand new headliner.